Hello, fine people of the internet. The internet, I should say. Whatever you want to call it. Our way of communicating and acting like idiots through a screen, I should say. Um, so in this video, really, it's a new channel. Really just want to talk about pretty much how everything is going in the world today. As a millennial myself, someone who is kind of going through the same thing as other people are, but not 100%. I am very, it's challenging. What is going on in our world, as many people and millions of people out there are experiencing. And I am not going to, this is not going to be a political channel. I am not throwing politics in this. This is simply having to do with people and money, and how being wise with your money is supposed to be. Now, I'm gonna break the I'm gonna crack the window. So really, I really want to talk about this. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I've been wanting to make this channel for a while, but really haven't gotten to it. So I figured, what the heck. So yeah, I have my viewpoints as to how the way that the world is going, and the people who are us younger generations, Gen Z, millennials, and it's really starting to dwindle more and more and more and more. We are in a financial crisis. We are in a job crisis. We are in a housing crisis. No one can pay their bills. No one can pay their car. No one can pay freaking health insurance. No one can pay for just life. No one can pay for life. No one can't pay life. No one can pay their life. It's it's insane. I am really interested to know how people are doing it as couples, and I mean, if you have really good jobs, that's great, but you know, if you're single, it's even harder. And honestly, you know, it's like you're you know, what do you do? You know, it's a very challenging time that we're living in. And who knows if it's going to keep getting challenging or challenged. Who knows if it's going to get more, I should say, more harder. But we can't take any more harder. We can't keep going down this road that we're going down. You know, it's really ridiculous how things are. And you know, I know I don't really need to make a video on this because people are experiencing it, but the issues that I want to talk to you guys about, and I know many of you are probably having the same exact reactions as to me. How life is, we were taught from a young perspective when we were starting to grow up as kids. School, education, all that. Now, I'm not saying education is not valid. All right, I had some great teachers growing up, taught me a lot. I still learn something new every day from whatever it is. But the thing I will say is that if you cannot afford to go to school, if you are the one who is paying for it, your parents are the ones who are paying for it, whatever it may be, having an education doesn't always consider you. It does not. I'm trying to find the ways to put this. It does not guarantee you a career. It does not guarantee you an opportunity. You are 1% within this whole world that we live in. You have much of an opportunity just as anyone else. But the problem is that most of these companies who are wanting to hire people who are in career fields, they seem like they want so many years of experience. And it's like, well, how do you get that experience? Internships, do stuff for free. But the thing of it is, if you're going to be sitting here busting your rear end off, trying to get somewhere in life, just to be told, well, you're only worth 30, 40,000 a year. Of course, yes, we all have to start somewhere, as my mom would say. But the problem of it is, the way that this living style is right now, people can't live off of 30 or 40,000. Depending on how your lifestyle is. If you cut back so much, depending on what you do, now if your life is boring, kind of like mine, then you really don't have to worry as much. But if your life is like, George of the Jungle and wild and all this other stuff, then it's, I mean, you may have to swing back a little bit and just, cool in the breeze, I should say. Because, the way that things are right now, I'm surprised that, people are barely getting by. And it's starting to really take effect on many people. Going back to the whole money situation, 30 to 40,000 is not going to get you anywhere. It may be for some of you who are still in high school or coming up in the ranks of life, and you want to make some dough for yourself because you probably do stupid things on the weekends and you need money and all that. Okay, well then that's one thing. But for the veterans out there, such as myself, who are in their 30s and stuff, we're looking for careers. We're looking for something that is gonna keep us stable, at least for a little bit. So when I hear about people saying that nobody wants to work, everyone's lazy, or people are, you need to work because, this is what we done as younger generations. I hate to tell you, it's a different generation now. Everything is not the same as it used to be back in 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, heck, even the 90s. Once 2000 started popping up and I would say from 2000 and beyond, that's when the internet really kind of, it started becoming more of a thing, and now more people are starting to look towards the internet on making their career. Sounds crazy, but it's happening. And, you know, it does well for a lot of people. I'm not saying, like, you know, if you can make whatever it is that you can make, 5K a month, 6K a month, or even more, my hat's off to you. But those who are still working a job, and who, you know, if you're doing it part-time, full-time, whatever it is, you're doing it 9 to 5, 8 to 1, whatever it is, or if you're not working at all, you know, the situation that is going on right now with jobs, I think, honestly, it's about to crash. It's about to crash even more than what it is right now. And it's insane. It's insane, man. Like, you know, a little thing about myself, okay? My name is Ron. Sorry, I didn't even put my name in the beginning of this video. How... Wow, okay. Yeah, you're probably, like, listening to me the first, like, 10, 15 minutes of this video thinking, like, well, who the heck are you? Anyway, my name is Ron, and I am, you know, I'm putting this channel together because I think that there needs to be validation of how I feel towards things, and maybe other people are thinking about that too. But this is my story. All right. I went to school, you know, I went to school, I went to college 4 years, got my bachelor's in graphic design. All right. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's a great field to get into. You know, you know XYZ about software and crap, and, you know, you can make things pretty. Yeah, well, with AI coming in, I ain't making that much prettiness. You know, you'd be lucky enough if you can... it's more like ugly than pretty. So... going to school, I did well, got 4 Dean's List awards, got a alumni award for getting 4 Dean's List awards, and also getting my name on a wall every time that I got Dean's List awards. Okay, well, I did better in college than I did in high school. High school was just like, what the heck am I doing? So I did better in college than I did in high school. Worked my butt off. During the time that I was in college, my school didn't have a intern program. Okay? So I decided, well, I wanted to get an internship. I wanted to start trying to work something in my field so that way I can get a sense of an idea of what it's going to be like. So that's what I did. Did multiple internships. One of them was free. The second one, I started getting a little money out of it. All right, great, perfect. I had another passion of mine too that I do as well. I'm into photography. So then, going through 4 years, through internships, getting Dean's List awards, you're probably thinking, wow, you probably work at a place like Google or something. Okay. Ends up being my 4th year in school, started trying to apply for jobs. I won't even say jobs, because if you're really passionate about something, I should say it's more of a career. So I started applying for careers, trying to get something in my field. Didn't get anything in my field, okay? Now, fast forward, it's a year, approaching my anniversary of my graduation date. Nothing. Nothing. You know, nothing. 2 years. by then I kind of had a little bit more of experience. I was working on and off, kind of freelance gigs and stuff like that, but still nothing. Third year, nothing. And as you can tell, as the way that I'm telling you this, like as the years keep going on and on and on, still I haven't got nothing. Nothing that really is going to be solid. Okay? Nothing like, I've worked on and off of different jobs. Now, one of the jobs that I did really like and I enjoyed going to was a print shop. I worked in 2 print shops. The first print shop that the first print shop job that I got, I actually enjoyed. But the second print job that I had, the guy was an a-hole. Sorry to say. The guy was an a-hole. Had no patience for anything. Didn't have patience for himself. And the guy was an a-hole to his parents. It was a family business. But that's a different story for a different day. Anyway. So then I am, as time goes on and you start thinking like, well, I'm not getting what I went to school for. Then my school gets sued because they promised us careers that we would get something in our field of the degree that we went to pursue. They said, "Oh, you'll get a career within 6 months after graduating." That didn't freaking happen at all. So they got sued. Okay, they got sued. I'm still careerless, for crying out loud. I'm still careerless. And to this day, as time goes on, I'm still thinking, well, screw this. I might as well just try to do something of my own and go into my own business if I can. But that's not even easy, because it's one of you and millions of different things need to be happening. Like, you need to cross off the list. I'm still trying to make my own business, but I'm trying to make it to where it's effective and it's unique. That's the problem. So, where I'm coming from is that just because you go to school doesn't always mean necessarily that you're guaranteed something. Now, if you make a lot of solid relationships, you know people really well, you engage in conversation, you get to talk to people, you really put a stamp of approval on different things that you want to do in college, and you start building your sense of network. You get a sense, of different people in different areas of what they do, and you connect with them, and so your professors and stuff like that, you connect with people. That's what I feel like college is good for, is networking and pursuing something that if you're really passionate about it, then go and do it. I didn't need a degree in graphic design. Like, ever since I was a kid, I was working, I worked computers. Ever since I was a kid, I knew technology. And ever since I was a kid, I knew kind of well on how to draw in most cases. Like, I'm not saying I'm, Picasso or Da Vinci, but I can, do well at what I do. So those who are going to school, unless you're going to school for law, becoming a doctor or nurse, or anything in the medical field, or if you are going for any type of engineering degree or whatever it is, in most cases it's like now everything is in trade. Everyone needs, there needs to be more people going into trades than there are people who are going to universities. Honestly, I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it matters, because the way that technology is, everything is going to be replaced by either robots, AI, or some sort of robotic kind of crap that, hey, maybe you can go to do training to fix the robots. Figure that one out. So it's like, it's, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I mean, you think, the last time, I mean, we've been in a pandemic, all right. That's long gone. I mean, COVID's still here, but that during that time period, that's gone. Why are people still struggling? Why are companies still struggling? Recession, all this. People need more money to survive. People need more money to survive. I mean, banks are, gimme. But jobs are less. How are we supposed to succeed in life? We were always told, like, be in school, keep in school, do well in school. Okay, that's great. I'm not against teachers. I love teachers. We all need great teachers. We all need great guidance in our life, especially as youngsters. Like, a lot of these youngsters who are coming up and they're getting, taught different things, and we need that more now than ever. What I am saying is that, why is it the fact that, I mean, even at a younger age, like, once we get into high school, we're thrown with college on the first day. Not everyone wants to go to college. Not everyone can afford college. And not everyone who goes to college seems to be successful in college. Because most of the time, the people who went to college, especially the brighter ones that went off to make a business. I wouldn't say brighter ones. Okay, everyone's bright. I should have thought about that before I said that. The ones who had a different vision, okay? The ones who had a different vision ends up dropping out. Steve Jobs, for example, okay? Went to school, only took the classes that he wanted to. Heck, I should have done that. But I digress. He went to school, okay? He took the classes that he wanted. He never got a degree. And look at where he went in life. There are people who are successful that never went to school, or college, I should say, to obtain anything. They made it on their own. They made something out of nothing. And that right there is not college. That's just the value of hard work. It's the same thing like college. College is hard work. College tests you. College puts you in a process in a way where you have to overcome challenges. And college, that's what it is. It's a test. It's a test to see what you can do and how you can do it within this period of time. That's all it is. It's the same thing, just like trying to work a job. You're given an assignment. How long is it going to take? When can I expect it by? It's the same thing how college is. All of our life, we've been tested. We have been tested, I should say, sorry. We have been tested to do certain things by a certain period of time, and how we are being productive during that time and how well we do it. It's all work. It's all work. Now, Whether or not you go to school for something, that's not obviously up to you. But think about this. We live in a society where everything's all online, and people are making money like there's no tomorrow. Not saying everyone, but many people are. There are more businesses that are being formed every single day because people do not want to work for somebody else. And now, why is that? Back then, you couldn't say that. You know, the baby boomers, they couldn't say that. They had to do what they had to do to put money on the table. Because back then, that's all that there was. But now, you know, you got the internet. You got technology that is growing. We need to figure out what, you know, this whole generation is shifting. New generation is shifting. No one wants to work because there is more resources in a way that it's going to replace that work. Nobody wants to dread working a 9 to 5 just so that they can enjoy their life. You see, back then you could work, you know, whatever jobs that you had, and you could live comfortably. Now you can't do that. People are working more, and it's still not enough. People are working more and spending time less with the people that they value. Unless you're working from home or something, then maybe it's not so bad. But, you know, truck drivers and all of that, my hat's off to you too. But thank you for doing what you do, by the way. You know, it's very interesting how things are going and how they're leading to. You know, are we going down a recession? Seems like it. I don't know. But, you know, this is one of many videos I want to be putting together. It's just the topic that, you know, I think that should be heard. You know, it's hard, man. If you're out there, you know, grinding it, I mean, I got like so many videos that I want to create based on this this channel, relationships, you know, it's a lot. It's but I just want to make this video really, you know, if you guys are working a 9 to 5 or whatever it is, if you guys are not working at all, what are you guys doing? You know, tell me your thoughts. Tell me in the comments below. Write to me. If you guys want to, you know, be featured anonymously on the channel and talk about problems and stuff, definitely I could do that. Whatever. I definitely like to connect with you guys, see where you're at in life, and you know, I care. I want to get a sense of where everyone's at. What do you guys think about the way that life is right now? Especially younger people. Do you find that, I mean, not saying like, you know, I hate life and everything, because, I mean, life is what you make of it, right? But also at the same time, it's like, how can you get by in life if you can't even get the essentials to do so. So, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And talk to you guys soon. Adios.